Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name's Abdul Kareem, and today we have a rather peculiar, bit odd episode. And this episode is actually all about faith. You guys might be looking at a bunch of survival stuff on screen and thinking, Abdul, brother in Islam, what does this have to do with faith? And I'm going to tell you straight up, we as Muslims, this is a part of our religion to believe that the end of the days, the day of judgment is going to come. The day of recompense will come. We believe that as Muslimin. If you ask any Islamic scholar in the world, they will tell you that the signs have already come, more will come, and the days will end. Now, what do we know about the end of the world? What do we know about the day of recompense? Well, just to summarize, because there's a lot of hadith, but basically stuff is going to get bad. Stuff is going to happen, and we're going to be caught unawares if you're not prepared. And we as Muslimin, a lot of us, we listen to the lectures, we say we believe, but then we still go to work 9 to 5, we just live our life. But the thing is we as Muslims, we need to understand that if you truly believe the end of the world is coming, if you truly believe the end of the days is coming, and the hadith said there will be wars, strife, and all kinds of suffering, then you will prepare for it. Belief, faith is taking action based upon an understanding that a set of circumstances will happen. Now, am I saying they're going to happen tomorrow? No. Am I going to say they're going to happen in the next 50 years? No. I do not know. We as humans are not privy to that information. But what we are privy to is the fact that something's going to happen at some point, potentially in our lifetime. So we each should take actions to just at least prepare ourselves. I'm not saying, like some people hear this, they go into the woods, get guns and live on supplies and just completely detach themselves from the world. No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is to live with some basic principles in mind. What am I saying? Why am I looking at this? Why is everyone looking at all these things that I have? Some basic principles is, as a Muslim, I recommend, because we understand, we believe that the end of the world will come and some stuff will happen. And so I recommend that you buy a survival manual. I like this one a lot. It's got pictures, easy to understand, like instructions, how to make knots. It's got different stories and how people survived. I do like this. There's also this, right? We as Muslims should carry a few books on us that are our core books. One of them should obviously be the Quran. Another one should be some kind of survival, even if it's just a booklet with a few tips. So I recommend just at least watch a few shows, at least learn a little bit about bushcraft survival, because stuff will happen and you'll wish that you knew. Because I can guarantee the end of the world will come, and I can guarantee there'll be strife and suffering in the streets. How can I guarantee this? Because I am a Muslim, and I believe that the end of the world will come. The day of recompense will come, and before that, a bunch of stuff will go sideways, and we will all be suffering. So, step 1, read, educate yourself, learn, even the basics, even one day a year, you go out into the wild and learn a little bit about bushcraft, right? Step 1, we can all agree, just to learn. Educate yourselves. It is an imperative. A lot of people think, educate myself about this random fact and that random fact. They learn about things and they can answer every question in, the Jeopardy show. The guy from Jeopardy comes on screen, he asks a question, the Muslims will say, every answer they get right. But you ask them about survival, which is something that is essential. We in our Western world, 21st century, we've gotten used to not even having even any knowledge upon bushcraft. So please, for your sake, I'm urging you just to learn a little bit. Step 2, have always some kind of multi-tool or knife on you, even if it's a dollar store one. Having a dollar store multi-tool on you. For example, let me show you this. So yeah, let me show you this. This is a dollar store multi-tool. It has a knife, has a, what's it called? Screwdriver has a different type of screwdriver, flathead. It's got a saw. It's all got all different kinds of uses. And to be honest, just having at least one of these in your life, something that you can take with you if emergencies happen, is gonna help you. Because something is better than nothing. If somebody gave you $1 as opposed to giving you no dollars, you take the $1 because something is better than nothing. So even if it's just a regular, outdoors knife or multi-tool, have at least one of these in your bag, in your home, something that if an emergency happens, you can grab it and go. Now, another thing, you may have seen this in center screen. We had this, which is, what is this? This is a power bank. I have two. This is actually my favorite. Why? Because this one actually carries a lot amount of charge. Plus, if you press this button, right, it's got an LED light. It's better to have something that, let's say an emergency happens, you just have this in your bag, you got an LED light. Also, you may see on the side snacks. Just snacks in a bag that maybe you keep in a backpack or something. Make sure, obviously, you eat the snacks before they expire. Don't just have snacks that are like 3 years old, but keep snacks in a backpack. So that's number 4. Number 5, have a med kit in your home. This is just like regular bandages I found in the store. I thought they looked cool. But just for the sake of showing you something on screen, have a med kit. A proper med kit, with some, antibiotic wipes, antiseptic wipes and alcohol wipes. Because at least if you get wounded, you can at least try to sort it out. Also, have some cash money on you. People don't think about this. But yeah, step 6, cash money. Cash money is vitally important. If anything happens, at least just have a little bit of cash on hand. You may have seen this in the background. We have a scarf. Scarves or cloths or something. Just, carry a shawl in your car, in your bag, a scarf or something. You can use it to keep yourself a little bit warm if, let's say, you're caught out. Plus, also, you can use it to, like a mateship rope. It's got many, many different uses. And also, number 8, keep meds in a bag. Right? Keep your meds up to date. Always get your refills. Why? Because should the worst happen, you have the most up-to-date refill on you. When the pharmacist calls and says, Abdul, get your refill, go within that week. Get your refill, because you don't know, you might not have a chance again. And this is just in life. Always get your refills, because who knows, you might get fired from your job tomorrow and you might not be able to get any more refills and you have to pay for the next one. So always get your refills. Vital point. Now, on the edge we have my phone. Unfortunately, I'm using my phone to video this. That's why the video quality is a little bit poor. But always keep your phone fully charged. At least keep it above 50% every day whenever you go out. I recommend to buy one of these protectors as well, to just basically make sure that your phone doesn't get battered in. And number 9, some way of making fire. At least even if you keep in the box, you can tear out this packaging and use it to help you make a fire should an emergency happen. And lastly, last but not least, have 2 of these for every member in your family. What is it? It's an emergency blanket. This reflects, I think it's like 75 to 95% of your body heat back at you. So if you're, let's say, out in a car and your car goes off the road, right? Even nothing to do with it, like the end of the world stuff, but your car goes off road. You at least have this, brothers and sisters. You can just use it to keep every member of your family warm. So you have 2 of these for each member of your family. Why 2? That way you got 1 as your main and 1 as your backup in case it gets torn, ripped or anything. And just always take these with you in the car. There's so many different uses. So yes, brothers and sisters in Islam, these are my main tips for surviving, because things will happen. We as Muslims believe they will happen, and at least be prepared, because it is also a sign of faith. Be prepared for when stuff happens, okay? I apologize to anyone who's expecting one of my normal videos, but this is something I believe in, that I believe every Muslim should at least have some preparations in their life. So yes, my name's Abdul Kareem. This is Come to Goodness. Keep yourself prepared. Pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. That stuff will happen. At least keep your family safe. Keep them fed. Keep knowledge in your family. And my last point is just also, and this is a general tip for life. Make sure that everybody knows what to do in case of an emergency. Make sure that once a year you have a review with your family that, hey, if there's a fire, this is what you do to get out the house. If there's an earthquake, this is what you do to survive the earthquake. If there is an emergency and we need to leave the city, town, floods or anything, this is what we do to leave, to evacuate. So this is my tips for you. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave me a comment in the section below. If you want to support me, I have myself on Patreon, Abdul Kareem at Patreon. My name's Abdul Kareem. This is Come to Goodness, and come to goodness.